guys, darlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess with Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. I'm so glad you're here. For those of you who are returning for another weekly, thank you for rejoining me for another one of these readings. And to those of my who are my subscribers, thank you so very much for your love, your loyalty, and support. It means the world to me. I am forever grateful to each and every one of you. I want to mention that I have my first Capella class. People usually call them master classes, but I wanted to do something different and call it a Capella class on reintegrating the divine feminine. I have 3 different sessions for those. If you want more information, you can stick around to the end of the reading, or you can check out the description box below on more information about what that entails and how to book it and the dates and times and things like that. Also, if you would like a personal reading with me or a coaching session, that information is in the description box below. All right. I wish you guys a wonderful, beautiful, motivational, inspiring week, and I wish you a happy Valentine's Day. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your weekly reading. How are you today? I hope you are doing very, very well. I send you many blessings and so much love for this week and the weekend ahead. All right, Leo, if you've never been here before, what we're going to do is we're going to see where overall theme is for this week, what you need to focus on and what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth. Because that is what this is about. So you can align yourself with and attract the many miracles and blessings God has waiting for you. Stick around to the end so you can see what other guidance Spirit has for you with a crystal card. It'll give you an affirmation and some other guidance there. We will also see what the full moon in Leo is bringing you that occurs on February 16th. It also includes the Mars-Venus conjunction at 16 degrees of Capricorn. That's going to be a big one. And we're also going to see what's going on in your love situation. All right? Okay, we're ready to go. All right, Leo. Let's see what your overall theme is for this week. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please reveal to us for our highest good. What is the overall theme for Leo this week, please? And thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Don't forget to check your moon, your rising, your Venus, and North Node signs to get a much bigger picture as to what is surrounding you. What happened here, Leo? Leo. What? Wow. Spirit, how do you want me to receive? Hold on, Leo, because I have 6 cards here. They want me to take all of them. All right, Leo, hold on a second. I gotta get my bearings straight here because I'm like, what? Okay. All right. All right. Give me a moment. Okay. I'm getting a few things here. So let's look at the bottom of the deck. Oh man. Connection. All right. There needs to be a deep soul. Okay, I'm getting 2 groups like I usually do, Leo, so bear with me. There needs to be a deep soul connection if you really want to be compatible with someone. All right. There's when both parties understand each other. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. Thank you, whoever said bless you. This is going to be a very interesting reading with me sneezing and having 6 themes and stuff like that. It might be, it's a big message here. As I was saying, as I recollect my thoughts after that sneeze, um, both of you need to understand each other if you really want to have a deep connection. And connection doesn't mean, oh, we connect to each other with music only, or we connect because we like football, or we connect because of this. But if you were arguing, let's say maybe you're getting into huge arguments over football. I don't know why football's coming up. Maybe this is for somebody here. And you can't understand each other. Is that activity, football for in this example, is that really going to bring the two of you together? Right? If you really want to be connected with someone, you have to understand them from a deeper level. Kind of know their deepest, darkest fears. Kind of know what makes them feel uncomfortable, or what scares them, or what lights them up. That type of thing. When you really understand the true nature of an individual, that's when you can be really connected to that person. And that allows to have more of a spiritual compatibility in your relationship. Okay. Again, superficial things aren't really going to make us feel connected. They don't. It has to be really long lasting, but it really deals with getting to the bottom of stuff and really understanding who someone really is, and being respectful of that. Right now, if there are certain negative behaviors about an individual that upset you, or that are unsettling, either you talk about that and you try to resolve that, or even if you do and it doesn't work, it's time for you to probably seek companionship elsewhere. Because if both of you can't really work towards bettering the connection from a deep soul level, then that means that relationship won't be successful or harmonious in the future either, if it isn't now. There's also something here with sex, is what I'm getting. Some of you might feel connected to somebody because of intense chemistry, or like a strong sexual attraction to them. But again, if you don't have anything truly in common, like what your aspirations are, what your goals are, what your dreams are, I mean, the core values, that's not going to be a true connection. The sex might be like off the charts, but if you guys don't understand each other again, if you can't really find a commonality between the two of you that supersedes superficial things, and that supersedes having that amazing sex or whatever this is, you're really going to miss out on having that true companionship. It's funny because, and I learned this when I was going through my awakening, about I don't want a relationship, I want a companionship. That is very different. And I won't get into that fully because that's a whole other discussion. But it's really about being best friends too, on top of lovers. It's having this connection on the soul level, but also where it's a connection. Yeah, you can be like sexually attracted to somebody, but that's not the end all be all. If your hearts are really that connected, that magnifies that sexual union. It magnifies the compatibility and companionship between you two. And because again, you can have relationships with anybody, right? Yeah, you have romantic relationships, but you can have relationships with coworkers and your parents and your kids and friends and things like that. But what a lot of us would really seek when it comes to romantic relationships, it really should be us seeking companionships. And this ties into connecting on that soul level, but then also connecting on again, having the same types of core values, dreams, goals, aspirations, what lights you up, but also being respectful of someone where, someone might like one thing and you don't really like the other thing, but you understand each other, why that person may like that thing that you don't like, something along those lines, right? Um, it's funny because I guess my guides wanted me to talk about love and relationships in February's readings because they told me to use these cards as the theme cards. So I guess this is important to talk about. But again, I'm not the reader who says, how are they feeling about you, who's coming towards you type of thing. This is to prepare you to attract your true match, your true divine counterpart, okay? That's what this is stemming from. Others of you, there is a union coming. You may be going on a romantic getaway, because when I pick up for the other group of this card, there's just a letter coming in. There's communication coming in. I'm seeing Page of Cups with that letter with the heart on there. Okay. This looks like there's actually an emoji that looks like that. Maybe you use that emoji often. Both of you maybe have a huge passion for music. Maybe your passion for music is so strong here, Leo, that you may do something, a project, or this may be part of your joint mission with your counterpart that you're coming into harmonious union with, okay? That's for somebody here or for just a small group, all right? There may be some celebration. I'm seeing, the champagne here. Yeah, it looks like for some of you, you're going to be going on a romantic getaway. I'm seeing all the travel cards, the World card, the Chariot, the Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords even, Three of Wands. And now my nose is getting all stuffy from the sneeze. So maybe somebody has a cold who's watching this. It's funny because I haven't been sick in 7 years. But anyway, there's a romantic getaway. And maybe your person is going to invite you somewhere. And you'll connect. You may talk a little bit. And they say, you know what? Why don't we go take this trip to really talk? Have a heart-to-heart conversation. Really connect more on a deeper level. There may be some secrets that are going to be revealed here too. Like truths are going to be coming out the wazoo is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing Ace of Cups like 10 times over. There's going to be an overflow of emotions with this trip for some of you, okay? It's not for everybody. Remember to take what resonates, leaves what doesn't for somebody else, and be honest with yourself, okay? Keep your healthy ego in check. So, maybe this person wrote a song for you, or they wrote a song and they're going to play. I'm seeing somebody who plays guitar here. Maybe they wrote a lot of songs for you and they are going to play these for you or sing them to you, something like that. But there's a strong sense of, Leo, for you and your person. You guys are like huge lovers of music, and apparently that is what really draws you two together, because you both are passionate about music and you probably both play an instrument, is what I'm hearing. That this is actually supposed to be part of your mission. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's for at least one person here. And again, with the trip, there's something about a trip here, this romantic trip, and a lot of love's going to come out, but a lot of truths and a lot of illumination, clarity, things like that, okay? And for those coming into union, okay, look. See what I said with the creativity? You guys are going to come up with something that's going to be quite significant. It is part of your joint mission, because see, there's two of you here. It's kind of like you're about to embark on this new journey. See, that door doesn't actually have, it's not next to a foundation. I'm hearing Rainbow Bridge. But you're about to embark on this new journey. You don't know where that door is leading, but you don't really, both of you don't really care, because you know this is being divinely guided by God. You know that there's peace here. There's harmony. There is, blessings here. It's just like a godsend with this rainbow. Like God is saying, go walk through this door, Leo and your person, and know that whatever's on the other side, did not be fearful of it, because this is where I want both of you to go, to head towards. And again, with that creativity, that's why, like, there's some sort of, both of you could very well be very creative individuals, and that's kind of like what Leo represents, right? Part of what Leo represents, utilizing your creativity to create something masterful. I'm seeing Three of Pentacles, and building something great. Again, that's part of like your next joint mission. You're not sure where this musical ability or whatever this creative endeavor is, where it's going to lead towards. But apparently what I'm getting, it's going to lead to some sort of like wealth, material wealth, or great abundance here. There is some prosperity that is going to occur with regards to whatever this creative endeavor is. And again, with the luminosity, like, I'm hearing brilliance. Okay, this is really interesting here, Leo. You and your person are incredibly brilliant individuals. You may have some very nice or very highly aspected air in your chart, supposedly. But I'm getting a sense of, this is kind of interesting that this is coming out. You guys are very brilliant people. And for you guys coming into union, your vibration is at the agape level. It's the highest frequency of all, which means that your light is very luminous. It's shining so brightly that it's now attracting both of you together. Again, that strong magnetic attraction here. And now that you guys are vibrating at that, that's why this harmonious sacred union is occurring. But again, this is also tying into your joint mission, where you're very brilliant individuals, and the light that you guys are going to emit when you come into union, it's going to be blinding. And this is what some of you may have been undergoing spiritual attacks or very difficult challenges, maybe wanting to give up, throw in the towel, or things are trying to dim your light, whether it's people or the dark forces themselves. But you kept your light bright. It's like the Queen of Wands here. You kept shining. It's a King of Wands too. You didn't dim your light, and you gained a lot more power from this. And it's because you underwent this spiritual awakening, this enlightenment here with the lotus. There's a new beginning for you here. And this new journey that you're going to head into with your counterpart. Both of you are vibrating so high that combined, it's like, you see all these rays of light. Look at the sun here, the rays of light emanating from her head. And then this here, the sun. I'm seeing the sun card with this. It's a prosperous new beginning. And that light between the two of you just magnifies to some incredible degree. And it's like you guys are going to be this like maybe a very famous divine couple, or whatever creative endeavors you're going to be embarking on. Yeah, I'm hearing fame, because they're telling me pay attention to the sun here. You guys are destined to create something that the world has never seen. And it's like the synergy and the electricity and the magnetism between the two of you is going to attract so many people, and it's going to be an inspiration to those two. And it's something about you guys with music, for some of you, that you guys are going to be doing, and it's going to really be something. I'm also seeing the world card. It's kind of like world famous or something like that, okay? Now, and this is the message for those coming into union, by the way. I have to get to the other message afterwards. Leo, your person's coming in to shower you with gifts. They are going to open doors for you and probably give you pink roses, okay? Maybe pink roses are significant for you. I know they are for me. This is kind of funny because my guides are kind of like smiling at me right now. See with the horse here, there's some sort of travel or something. Your person is really going to be, they're coming back as a gentleman. I'm seeing Six of Cups too. I'm seeing all the knight cards with this. This is like a knight in shining armor. All right, this person really wants to wine and dine you. They want to give you not just the world, they want to give you the universe. Again, with like a romantic trip here. I mean, look, that ties into chivalry, right? The music and the sun setting, and especially if they wrote something for you, they wrote a letter to, and they're writing a piece of music, or playing the guitar, whatever it is, this is. It's like they planned something. They took a long time to plan something, and you may have experienced this type of chivalry from your person before, but they backed down because in previous relationships, other people were not appreciating, I'm enunciating now. They were not appreciating this generous, gentleman-like energy, like being a knight, okay? Maybe both of you had a past life in the Middle Ages, is what I'm hearing. Maybe you or your person or both of you were knights of the round table or something along those lines, or just knights, period. Yeah, this person's really coming in to act like a true gentleman, and they want to take care of you too. And what I'm hearing every time I get this card, it's like, let this person take the lead. Let them show you how much they love you. Let them show you how much they care. Actions speak louder than words. All right, so this person may just like tell you, but I keep hearing very strongly for your Leo, your person's like, no, 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 I am just not going to say it. I'm just not going to write it. I'm going to put my everything, my creativity into it. This person is being very creative with how they're going to show their affection for you and their love, okay? And everything else in between. Someone here, or both of you, you guys are very gifted with something. And for some of you, it's very gifted with the arts, music, all right? So allow this person to help. Allow this person to be kind to you. I'm seeing Six of Cups and Six of Pentacles with this. There could even be some monetary support here. That came out of nowhere. This person's light is shining very brightly too. All right, that's why both of you are coming into union, because both of you are emanating at the highest frequency of all, which is the violet flame. So, and that's that. No wonder they said, Jess, look at the purple cloak. See, violet flame there. I'm seeing Saint Germain with this. Saint Germain is supporting this connection. You feel free to look up Saint Germain, because I could get off into a whole other thing with that. He is the keeper of the violet flame. Anyway, look him up. All right. Saint Germain's coming to mind. That's why I'm looking at the violet cloak here. And roses signify unconditional love. The pink ones signify unconditional love. The red ones oh my gosh. Somebody's nervous here. The red ones symbolize romantic love. This is the type of love that you want with the person. The romance comes with it as a bonus, but you really want the highest form, which is agape. Agape is above eros. This person may realize this, or maybe you told them something about the significance of pink roses, and they're now going to give you pink instead of red, because pink is, from what I've experienced and what God has shown me, or I think it's out there too, pink is agape and red is eros, okay? So this person may start to give you pink roses from now on because of that. Because it's not just about the romance, it's a higher form of love. And this is also telling me that you guys, again, whenever I see this card, you guys are in vibrational alignment. You see how they're on the same bird, on the same rug, they're dressed the same. However, there's a female with orangey hair and a male with dark brown beard and dark brown hair, okay? You guys are compatible now because you are compatible spiritually. That's important. And you guys are vibrating at the same level. And now that the frequencies are there, you're going to be passing each other. Like, oh, hey, what's going on, Leo? What's going on, Leo's person? And now there's this synergy here. There's this union, all right? But you both know that there's still differences between you, and you're going to look past those differences that are not detrimental to the union. They're not detrimental to the companionship, the relationship. You understand each other now from a much higher level, and you are allowing each other to maintain your independence, right? Because you cannot have codependency and a connection. You will have your thing, your person will have their thing, but you still connect more on those things that you guys are passionate about, that you hold dear to, like what I was talking about with this connection card. And some of you, it's coming up again. Something with the arts, something with music here, some creative endeavor. So you are now compatible, because before you weren't. You weren't even in alignment to begin with. And some of you, when I talked about connection sexually, right? Maybe that's how it started off, but you guys were not compatible. See how that works? Oh, you know what's funny, guys? I was talking about sexual connection. Look at the card underneath, sexuality. See? That may have been how it started off. But now you guys are spiritually compatible. Being spiritually compatible is more important than anything else. So is intimacy. But again, some of you probably thought that intimacy equated to sex, okay? That is not the case. You can be intimate by not saying a word. You're not engaging in any sexual activity. That might come after this bath, but, you know, use your imagination. But these candles here, you guys are more enlightened as to what true intimacy is. That's why you guys are ready for union, okay? Just holding each other, being near each other. You don't have to say a damn thing. Here's the most important part. And I know this from experience, because telepathically communicating with my divine masculine has been one of the most insane things ever. And when you're doing things, or even when I'm doing my readings, my masculine comes into my readings to support me. We're already fulfilling a mission. He's supporting me in my mission, and he's not even physically here yet, right? So you see the power in that? I know, because I channel things from him, and I know who I'm channeling from. And when we have our telepathic communications, we're already becoming more intimate in the 5D to prepare ourselves to do this in the 3D. But again, this is not about sex. And it's not just about talking. When your energies are vibrating that high, I bet you anything. You see the looks on their faces? They seem so peaceful and serene here. I bet you that they are having a telepathic conversation right now, and they just feel so blissful. This is true bliss right here. And they're not doing anything but being in this bath, holding each other, and being quiet. Because their energies, they're feeling the love between them. And it may very well be causing the bubbles in this bath. And I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what they're telling me. That soul connection. Even through this, creativity, okay? Music. You can connect to someone in an intimate manner just through like music alone, okay? Something like that. This is what true intimacy is. And now for those of you, you're coming into union, you're very compatible now. But if it started off with sex, you guys are just, that's not going to be the focus anymore. That's not going to be the thing that you guys are going to be really wanting, because we confuse intimacy with sex. Now you can have some like tantric sex and some spiritual, you know, strong type of engagement when two people are engaging in that activity. But for right now, what Spirit is really wanting you guys to do, you're going to be getting to know each other a lot more deeply, but without saying anything at all. That bond is going to deepen, but by doing things like these. Even maybe singing and playing music together, or listening to music together, or just watching a movie that you both like, or going out to look at the stars. It's like somebody might have a telescope here and both of you like stargazing or something like that. Talking about your passions, right? being vulnerable, okay? Not freaking out, oh my gosh, I'm naked in this tub with my person type of thing. No, you're not going to be freaking out about that anymore. So I'm seeing for those coming into union, this is what's going to be happening from now on. And I'm not saying there's not going to be any sex there, right? Because when you have that sexual union, you still have to have that sacred union. But it looks like you guys are going to be doing more of something like this. And I think Pisces was the one who got this in their reading last week. And I was chuckling because I said I love taking sea salt baths, but I said in that Pisces reading, maybe you're dealing with a Pisces, or they have Pisces in their chart. I said, I would love to engage in this with my divine masculine and just be like at peace. I mean, that's pure bliss right there. Nothing's going on. Nobody's talking. It's just this. But I guarantee you the telepathic communication and the synergy, the feeling, the spark, the magnetic attraction between us is going to be so intense. That feeling is going to be ineffable, and it's going to be something that's going to be beyond this world. That's what God wants us to have with others. True intimacy. And the distorted feminine card here, those of you coming into union, you overcame being the distorted feminine. Okay? Not trusting your intuition, getting upset and angry over your person not communicating with you, or people doing you wrong or screwing you over, or giving your power away to the distorted masculine, right? This is how we end up when we're born. We're divine already, but as we grow up, society and our conditioning and our parents and other people, environments, we end up becoming distorted. And this is the whole journey of us getting back to divine, whether you're feminine or masculine, okay? But we both have these energies within us. We end up becoming distorted feminine and distorted masculine. This is what some of you have been able to overcome, okay? And it was a huge feat because it took a lot of self-growth, self-transformation, a lot of inner work and shadow work to get away from this distorted feminine energy. I will talk more about this with the other message that's coming. So, as I was saying before, you know, for those of you who need to really understand this a little bit better, again, sex, you can have like great sex with somebody and be strong and sane chemistry. You guys are not truly compatible until you have that spiritual compatibility. Okay, so everything that I talked about in the first group, you can learn from, because I already touched up on some topics there. But to build a solid foundation, you have to have a true, deep soul connection. But this is talking about, again, the commonalities between you two, the passions, things that you're both passionate about, things that you both can connect to on the soul level, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. None of the superficial stuff means you are deeply connected. Okay? There's a whole bunch of other things, and it comes from the spiritual compatibility here. But again, understanding your uniqueness, your person's uniqueness, still being interdependent of one another. There's no codependency in this type of strong union here, this type of strong mutual companionship, or divine companionship, I should say. You guys can go your own ways, but you're still going to be connected at the heart space, all right? Because you're vibrating at that level. So some of you have to better understand what true connection is, what true compatibility is. Not trying to change yourself to get somebody to like you, to get somebody to stay with you in a relationship. This could be with friendships too, guys. It doesn't just have to be about love, all right? You know, you guys can be much strongly connected to somebody when you are your authentic self. And your person, you allow your person to be their true selves as well. You will know what you're going to tolerate, what you're not. You know what's just not gonna, it's kind of like a something on your list that is something that you really won't deal with at all, you know? Especially if one person is spiritual and the other one isn't, that's not going to work. If one person wants kids and the other one doesn't, that's not really going to work. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. So some of you may need to really talk to your, if you are in a karmic relationship, some of you really need to talk to your person and really get down to business and say, oh, you know what are your core values? What is it that, you know, you see, where you see yourself in the future? Do you want kids? You know, what are your dreams? What are your goals? What are your aspirations? And that's the thing when it comes to dating and being in relationships. That's why mine weren't fulfilling, because I was never really fully on the same page with those people that I was with. And it was very few people that I dated, to include my husband. We barely had anything in common. We had a few things, but I was very passionate about music and I love symphonic orchestras and stuff. And he honestly, and this is no knock on him because I still love him, he used to make fun of me because I was so into classical music. I actually found out just recently he kind of regretted doing that because now he's starting to open up to this, but it's kind of like, well, God didn't want us to continue this, obviously, so I just let that go. So yeah, with the music thing, music is, I'm most passionate about music above everything else. My work, my mission work comes a close section, a close second. This though, sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with the sneezing here. This is crazy. I'm a huge music person, and so is my person. So when you can connect through music, this may also be saying, Leo, that your person is connecting to you through music. So pay attention to those lyrics, okay? But this is a lesson for those of you. When you are really passionate about something, think about what you're most passionate about. Take the top 3 things that you absolutely love, Leo. Is your person as passionate about those things as you are? Be honest with yourself. Because here's what I've learned. And here's the crazy thing. Ever since I was a little girl, it's weird. I was about 7 years old. I would listen to music every time in the shower, and I still do. And I love acoustic guitar like you wouldn't believe. I love string instruments. And I said to myself, I hope that I can marry somebody one day who plays the guitar. Because I'm so passionate, not just about guitar or string instruments, but music, period, okay? And what happened, the few men that I dated, not one of them played guitar, not that that mattered, but not one of them was very musical. They didn't have that strong passion about music that I did. And I picked it up when I was a child. And that was one of the first things that I wanted in somebody that I wanted compatibility with, that I wanted to marry, right? That's all I was thinking. What did I allow myself to do as I got older? I let that fall by the wayside. And other things that I was passionate about. Nobody that I dated, to include my husband, had that type of passion. And that's why those connections didn't work. So maybe for some of you, you need to ask yourself that question, okay? That will really bring some compatibility. And when you have those strong passions for things, that's more coming from like your heart space and your spirituality, like really, I guess you could say expands because of that true passion that you have. And It's coming from that place, from those God-given talents or those God-given things that make you really blissful and happy, right? So, you know, and then everything else that you may like and somebody else doesn't like, if it's not, again, detrimental to the connection, then that's going to be okay. And you can't force somebody to like something. It's kind of like, here's another example. Let's say one is vegan and the other one is not, right? The vegan person tries to force the person, you can't be eating meat. Oh my God, how could you eat that? If it really bothers you, Leo, this is for somebody specific, and you're forcing the person, then maybe you shouldn't be with that person. If it's that important to you, are you really passionate about that? Let that go. If you're vegan and your person is not, and you're like, okay, you can deal with that, that's not like a huge major thing, and being in a relationship with someone, then okay, then that's fine too. But I do know, I had a friend of mine who was dating somebody who was vegan, and she kept trying to get him to switch. And he just like, I can't do it. He tried it. It was like, this is not for me. And she's like, what? Really? She's like, I can't date somebody who can't. She tried to change him. And he's like, I can't do that. I'm not going to change what I'm eating just because you told me to. So you see what I'm getting at, Leo? Don't change anybody just to have them exactly who you are so that you could be more compatible. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to be naturally compatible, and it has to do with the spiritual part. I could talk about this forever. Chivalry. I talked with my son about this. If you read the Aries reading, my son was saying, yeah, Mom, a lot of people think chivalry is dead, and it's not. And I was so happy to hear that, because even my son knows this. And I've been teaching my son this because his own father, no knock on his dad, he didn't grow up. He didn't know what this was. He never saw this with his father or any of the males in his family, so he didn't do that with me or anybody else. So how could I expect him to be that way, right? But I knew that was there. I actually wanted this type of knightlyship, if that's a word, okay? Gentlemanly-like energy. But I kept dating people who were not that. You see where I'm going with this, Leo? I was really not, I was allowing myself to not really go after what I truly wanted in a relationship. Again, with the music. Again, with the chivalry. Okay? And when I talked to guys about it, they were like, nobody does that. I don't do that. Why should I do that for you? Oh my God, I should have bailed right then and there, and I didn't. All right? I was staying in there for the wrong reasons. And then I started to believe myself that this was actually going away. Like, how am I going to find anybody like this? And the crazy thing is, my divine counterpart was very chivalrous on our first date, and I could not believe myself. I'll never forget when he went to open my door before I got into his car, and I went to open it, and he goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm opening the car door to get in your car. He goes, don't do that. I'm supposed to do that. I said, what? And he looked at me and he goes, you've never had anyone open a car door for you? I said, no, I was being completely honest. You should have seen the look on his face. He was actually angered by that for a few seconds. He was like, seriously? Nobody's done this for you? I said, no. And he goes, I can't believe this. And then he got in the car and we got to the place. And what did I do? I waited. I said, is he really going to open my door now that we got to our destination? He got out of the car, he went around, and he opened the door. And I was like, holy crap, what is going on? He opened all the doors. He pulled out my chairs. He took off my jacket. He put on the jacket when we were done, about to head to somewhere else. I had never experienced that in my life, and I allowed him to do that. That was what made him feel like a masculine, okay? Because they're actually supposed to be doing that. They did this back in the day, but we went off the wayside with this, okay? So if somebody's acting like this toward you, Leo, let them do that. especially if it's a masculine, that's actually part of their role. It is. And yeah, you might be saying, well, they might be doing it for some ulterior motive. Trust your gut on this. Okay? Trust your gut. But chivalry is not dead. And what happened with my divine masculine was that he backed off, even though I was appreciating this, because it almost triggered him. And he goes, wait a minute, she's not saying no, because he was dealing with people who were not appreciative of this type of behavior. So at some point he stopped doing that. But with me, he did it anyway, but I reacted differently. I didn't say, no, I can get it. I'm my own person. I don't need your help. I don't need this. I didn't give an attitude. I didn't get angry. I didn't get resentful, like thinking that somebody was trying to control me. No, you're causing yourself an illusion when you're thinking that when somebody's being like this towards you. And he said, wait a minute. She's not reacting to this. Something must be wrong. And then he actually stopped doing this. Because he was afraid that at some point, he's like, this can't be real. This can't be real. He thought at some point that I was going to break his heart like everybody else did. And that wasn't the case. Anyway. Some of you, deep down inside, you want somebody to act like this knight. Very noble, trustworthy, who will fight for you. Okay? They're like the alpha males, not the beta males. All right? They could still have that feminine side to them. But they do that because that's part of their role. It's part of the divine order of the masculine being the ultimate provider and protector, and the feminine being the nurturer and the caretaker, but they don't step on each other's roles. They don't overtake each other's roles, and they don't overstep the boundaries. They're equal. They're balanced. And God is the one who oversees both of them. But God has ordained specific roles for the masculine and the feminine. Those are the roles I just said. That is part of the divine order. That's how it's supposed to be. And it was like that at one point. But again, we really need to get back to that. Intimacy is what I talked about before, Leo. Some of you, if you're thinking intimacy is about sex, it's not. It's not just about that. It's about everything else that I talked about this. Just being in this state, it's going to be amazing for you. Understand that you don't have to engage in sexual activity just to feel intimacy from someone. That's another thing that society has started to kind of believe. It's a false belief. It's what the distorted feminine thinks and the distorted masculine. Okay? It's time to learn what true intimacy is, and it's everything that I already talked about. And being your authentic self, right? They're both naked in here. They're being vulnerable. Nobody's afraid of being naked in front of the other one. And it's not just physical nakedness. It's spiritual nakedness. It's mental nakedness. It's emotional nakedness. Not being afraid to be yourself and to expose yourself to that individual that you know you have this a much deeper divine connection with. Creativity. Some of you really need to tap into your muse energy, your empress energy, and start creating. Okay? Some of you, it's time for you to focus on yourself and get to this place, this high vibrational place with the Empress here, shining your light, understanding the law of attraction, knowing your worth and your that you are self-confidence, that you are this goddess within, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. Shining your light, okay? When you shine that light from within, you will attract this guy right here. Could be a girl, but they're telling me for the majority of you, it's a male. The chivalrous male. You emit this. You become the Empress, you will attract the Emperor. Okay? And this, it's time for you to move away from distorted feminine to become the divine feminine. Stop trying to do it all, everything and everything. Stop getting angry, especially when a male tries to be this, tries to help you out. Okay? We're here to help each other, and no one's supposed to take the lead. This guy does not take control of the divine feminine. This guy, ulterior motives, the one who's not chivalrous and who isn't knightly and gentlemanly, he wants to take control of the distorted feminine, because I have to say it, the distorted feminine allows the distorted masculine to control her. Okay? She doesn't step into her power. This is the opposite of this. All right? If you stay in this energy here, where you don't trust your intuition, and you give your power away to others, you give more than you take. You try to be someone that you're not, just to have somebody like you, or you engage in sex with someone just to keep them around or keep them entertained, or you're afraid of losing them, that type of thing. You don't know your worth or your value. You are like drowning in this abyss because you are not being the person that God made you to be as a divine feminine. So some of you need to get away from this. And it's funny that this card comes out because I have a class. I just started a class. I don't call it a master class. I call it a Capella class, but it's similar, about reintegrating the divine feminine. So if you feel compelled, I would highly recommend that you join that class to get you out of this. Okay? Because when you get out of this, you will attract this person and then some. Okay? You will attract this and this. Okay? Get out of this to become this. It's not the divine feminine card, but when you get to this place, you end up becoming the divine feminine. You get this, this, this. Okay, hold on. You create. You create. You start shining your light more and more and more. Creating things for the greater good of humanity. Your light gets brighter. That's part of that. And then when your light is at that level, you're vibrating at the violet flame frequency of the Empress. You get this. Okay? True intimacy. Someone who acts like a knight. Very, a gentleman. A true gentleman. And you are compatible with them because you're vibrating at the same level. And you have that spiritual compatibility and that true connection with things that you are both passionate about. Okay, Spirit, is that enough? They said yes. You can move on now. Oh my gosh, that took 51 minutes. Okay. Oh my gosh, they're scolding me. They said, Jess, don't you dare get hung up on the time. Time does not matter. I got it. I got it. You see, they even tend to lecture me a little bit because I'm really trying hard to not focus on this, the timing of these things or how long these things are. It's about the message, guys. It's all about the message. It's not about how long or short these things are. It's about the message. And quite frankly, if people do not have the patience to watch the guidance, especially if they're drawn, that's on them. It's not on me. Gee, Leo, there's a lot going on. I know what Spirit's doing to me here. 9 of Swords. The Devil. Did I say the Devil? Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. 2 aces. 3 of Pentacles. I said, look, music, guitar. I was not, I think that's called something else and I can't remember. It escaped me. Creating things. See? 7 of Pentacles. All right. Seven of Cups. You guys got to stop getting distracted by things that don't serve you. There could be addictions. There may be somebody, either you're addicted to sex, Leo, or your person is. And again, there's no judgment here. I cannot judge. I am not God, obviously, okay? This is about getting to the truth of things so that you can become the divine feminine or vibrate at that level so that you can attract all those things that I talked about, all right? So for those of you who need to work on your distorted feminine, you got to stop distracting yourself with things that don't serve you. This could also be getting caught up in social media, trying to be someone that you're not, or looking at everybody else's relationships and seeing, oh, well, you need to do this. You need to sleep around to find the right person, or you need to, I don't know, whatever you're looking at, guys. This is for some of you here, not all of you. Some of you getting caught up in the social media and looking outside yourselves for the answers and how to be compatible with someone. Let me tell you, okay, maybe some of you are doing research on, how are you compatible with somebody? Or maybe you are looking for a compatibility chart, a synastry chart, because I've done those before. And maybe the chart said that you were compatible, but there might be something missing there. Or maybe you heard things there that were very strong that you weren't compatible in. And that is what you really need to get out of in your connection. And you may be trying to make it work and nothing's working here, Leo. When you, as much as you could force, Leo, and it's not working out, then it's not meant for you. Because that means God doesn't want you to be in that connection anymore. All right. So there's illusions surrounding you with regards to what true intimacy is, true connection is, true compatibility is. All right. There's stuff that you've been taught, or things that you've seen in the outside world that people are telling you, this is what this is what that is. But apparently deep down inside, Leo, you're not. It's not sitting well with you. Okay. It's not sitting well with you. So you got to get away from these illusions with regards to what true love really is and what you're hearing in the outside world. Start going within, start really connecting to God and asking God what that is. And that's exactly what I did, which is why in my integrating the divine feminine class, I talk about this, because I'll talk a little bit about what my preconceived notions were with regards to relationships and how they were all squashed, and they were all squashed by God. Okay, God revealed to me a lot of things, but that had required me to do the inner work to become closer to my divine feminine side and respecting the divine feminine as well, and really being more in tune with my higher self to get that truth and to stop looking outside myself for the answers as to what, this connection was, to include the divine connection with my divine masculine, understanding what that journey was about. And that journey was all about me. Anyway, I would talk a lot about this in the class. So you guys got to get away from these illusions here, and distractions and whatever addictions. Maybe some of you are obsessed with this connection. You may be obsessed with your counterpart, or hold on, guys, I have to reposition my legs. Some of you might be obsessed with, I need intimacy, I need compatibility, I need all of this. Like, where's all this stuff? But you need to do this first. See, because some of you are this right now, which is why you're not having fulfilling relationships. I know, guys, because I've been there. You need to be doing more of this. Okay? Stop getting distracted. Stop getting obsessed over being in union with this person, or finding the right person. You will attract that person when you are vibrating at this level. Okay? You cannot attract true love or union with your counterpart when you are distorted feminine. You can't. Okay? Nine of Wands. Nine of Swords. Okay, Spirit just told me something. This may be the only Knight of Swords card that I see with somebody praying, okay, instead of having their head in their hands. Some of you, one of two things. You've been praying and praying and praying and praying for somebody to bring somebody to, for God to bring somebody to you, for to have a more fulfilling relationship, to have this here, this synergy. But again, for some of you Leos, you are this. This card didn't come out by accident. The cards don't lie. Some of you keep praying to bring God somebody who's like, I need somebody who's like knightly, who's a gentleman, okay? But again, some of you are vibrating at this. This is not this. Because you're not focusing on yourself and you're not doing anything with this, with your God-given talents. It's like the Ace of Wands. And we do have the Ace of Wands here. So some of you, you need to start putting in the effort to attract what you're praying for. You got to find peace within yourself. Find solace. Don't feel that love is hopeless or that this connection is in despair or that it's not going to happen. Why are you stressing out about this? Why are you losing sleep over this? There's no reason for that. You're praying, oh my gosh, like, can we please come into union? Phew. Oh my gosh, guys. I don't know what this means. If somebody knows what this means, and now I don't want to apologize because it's not my fault. But now I'm sounding nasally, guys, but I have to continue. I don't know what this, I have to meditate about this to see why this is going on. Nine of Swords. You guys got to stop having hopelessness here. And if you keep praying about it, but you're not doing the work, then God's not going to bring you what you're asking for because God's expecting you to do the work of everything that I just said, okay? Something needs to end. This is a 9. This regret, this worry, this anxiety, the hopelessness and despair, it needs to end, okay? You could pray till the cows come home, Leo. But until you get out of distorted feminine energy, this union will not manifest. Having this fulfilling, truly, deeply, divinely connected relationship, companionship won't manifest, okay? You got to find some peace here. You got to see more clearly. You're way up in your head about this, beyond the 8 of Swords, where you've got overanalyzing. You've gotten so doubtful and worrisome to the point where it's like you're on the brink of collapse. It's like you're one sword away from the 10 of Swords. Don't get to the 10 of Swords here. Devil, see, I was talking about sex for a reason. I did say there could be an addiction to sex here, okay, for somebody. And again, there's no judgment. It's just that this may be part of the person's karma, or this is, you know, just something they got to learn to have to overcome, all right? Sex isn't everything. And again, if you're trying to keep somebody in a connection, especially if it's your divine counterpart, from leaving you, and you know that they just want sex from you, but you continue to entertain that, you are distorted, Leo. You are distorted, okay? That's okay. We all end up being distorted feminine at some point in our lives, okay? It's not a bad thing. Don't feel ashamed, all right? It's just like, it could be shame too, regret. Don't get into that, all right? You can come out of this. I guess that's why God wanted me to put up that class last night. This is crazy. Don't get caught up in the obsession of this connection. And don't get caught up, if this is resonating with you with the sex part, don't engage in that going forward. Okay? That is not true intimacy like we already talked about. Okay? Oh my gosh, it's here. Right, that's why I said sex is not intimacy. True intimacy, okay? Again, with the addictions and obsessions right here, there's too much of that. There's too much of that, Leo. You gotta let that go. Let that go. There's a fresh new start for you here. And you have two aces, okay? Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. The angels are supporting you here. Look at the angels. There's 3 angels within these 2 cards. 2 in the Ace of Pentacles and 1 in the Ace of Wands. You need to take the advice of your angels. You need to start following your higher self here. Okay? The angels want to bring you something completely new. This is about you planting that seed, like starting a new career, starting a new business, doing something completely different for yourself instead of engaging in and instead of focusing on love right now, and instead of, you know, obsessing over your connection with your divine counterpart. All right, it's time for you to do the work. It's time for you to birth new things into the world, right? Because both of these cards could talk about birthing things. All right, not just a child, could be creative endeavors, right? This is creativity. Follow your passions. Create what lights you up. Do what sparks you. Do what makes you super excited. And plant that seed so that you can grow what it is that you truly want. But this is a good building a foundation for yourself to bring about something more prosperous and stable, more healthy. Okay? God is presenting you with 2 aces here. These are gifts from God to start something new. This is your golden opportunity to start something new, especially from a creative standpoint. And if you've been wanting to start a business about whatever this is, now's the time to do this. Okay? And then the 3 of Pentacles with the 7 of Pentacles. There's a lot of earth energy here. All right? Be patient, but start learning how to grow things for yourself. Do what you love is the energy of the 3 of Pentacles. Follow your passions with the Ace of Wands. Do what you love and bring it into the physical. Okay? Again, with music. Can't lie. Cards don't lie here. Is that a liar? Lyre, I think. Did somebody say that? I think that's how you pronounce it. Lyre. I think that's what the name of this instrument is. Either way, this is very similar to guitar, right? And I talked about stringed instruments. So for some of you, you've got a passion for music, all right? Go back to what I said about my own story, about when I was a little girl. I said, I want to marry somebody who plays the guitar. And the crazy thing is that my counterpart plays guitar. You see how God works? And my counterpart loves all types of music just like I do. Very eclectic taste, very gifted in music too. And it's just like, God heard me when I was around 7. God knew who I was going to be truly compatible with. And there's something about music for the both of us with a joint mission, supposedly. Is what it's for some of you too, okay? You're musically inclined. But again, if your passion is music or something here, Leo, something creative with the arts or whatever, do it. Do what you love. Start building a foundation for yourself. Build something masterful. Build that business. Start creating. 3s are about creation. Again, start investing in yourself here, Leo. Because some of you are making some poor investments that are not for your highest good. Okay? Phew! Oh my gosh, I've never sneezed this much in my life. Oh gosh. Somebody wants to hand me a box of tissues. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. They want me to look at number 37. Maybe you're 37 years old. That's significant for somebody here. Or maybe I keep sneezing to get attention of some people. I don't know. We've got the Seven of Pentacles, as I said, you got to start making those investments for your personal growth here, Leo. Understand that good things take time. You got to let divine timing come into play. For those of you who are divine counterparts, you have to do the work. Seven of Pentacles is reaping your harvest, reaping what you sow after you do the work. Okay? It takes a while to go from distorted feminine to divine feminine. Everybody's different though. I know for me it took years, guys. Okay? You have to be patient. Everything happens in divine order. It's divine timing. Let nature take its course. When you start planting that one big seed and you start creating and doing what you love and putting your God-given talents to use, you're going to start planting more seeds and more seeds and more seeds, and then you're going to have your apple orchard, okay? But remember, things don't grow overnight. And if you're wanting to build something as big as a pine tree, Leo, that's going to take even longer. If your dreams and your goals and your manifestations are huge, that's going to take more time than what it would if you just planted a tulip seed, okay? So start investing in your personal growth. Take those business classes. Take those classes or seminars or webinars or whatever this is, or personal growth sessions, self-transformation sessions, meditation sessions, whatever this is. It's time to start investing in yourself and into doing things that you love. Like what I did. I invested in a yearly subscription to Mind Valley last year. I invested money in my business. I created the business accounts. I put money into my mailboxes and my website. Getting my tarot cards and my oracle cards and creating things, having a plan of what I was going to do, the YouTube channel, right? What else? I even invested in putting money into getting a trademark for my business, which I ended up getting in October of last year. So you see, all those seeds that I planted, to include the other seeds that I planted before my awakening, it's starting to grow. And at what point, I know I'm going to get my harvest. But I know it's all in God's timing. It's not my timing. And that goes for everybody here. I continue to build something that's eventually going to be something masterful, right? I was doing what I love. I'm not necessarily doing anything with music right now, but what my guides are now telling me, what I'm doing right now is setting me up for what's coming next, okay? So you guys got to start putting in the effort, okay? And keep going. Just keep going. Persevere. Because you will reap what you sow. You will get that abundance. Again, for some of you, this tends to be the millionaire card, and other signs keep getting this. There could be a huge, significant change in your finances, a huge windfall of money here. Some of you may be building something right now to the point where you're going to become a millionaire, and there are a few of you who might even get to billionaire status, okay? Some of you, that's what you're destined for. Others of you who are coming into union, it's like there's so many possibilities of what's coming your way here. Leo, there's a whole bunch of your dreams are going to come true. It's not, you had this one dream, this one thing that you were praying for that you really wanted, but instead of that one thing, you're getting like 7 of them, okay? Or even 7 times 7 or 7-fold or whatever this could be. It's like you didn't give in to the devil thinking that this was hopeless, and you kept persevering again with that 7 of Pentacles. And you were patient, okay? You let go of the material world. You stopped worrying about money. Some of you, this may be you need to stop worrying about money or your finances or something like that, or the connection, or all the above. Some of you do let go of this energy. You faced your demons. You removed yourself from these toxic relationships, and you started to focus on yourself. You broke the chains that were binding you to the devil, because you started to create for yourself and build your empire. And now that you've done that, for those of you who have done the work, Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles, you're getting recognized for your efforts. There's some recognition here. It could be even fame for somebody, right? Because I did see the sun over there, one of the other cards, in the creativity card. It's like your creative abilities have been heightened, or they're heightening this week and going forward. And you're creating all these new things, and everything that you've created, you're going to be recognized for what you're doing. Because some of you are doing things very differently. Because you guys, Leo, you are leaders. You stand in the spotlight, okay? So something you've been building, you've been working very hard at, and working towards your Dharma here. And you're going to be recognized for those efforts, and people are going to be appreciative of what you've done. There could be some accolades. It could be some, like, it could be promotion at a job for somebody. Could be rewards, whatever this is. Somebody offers you a contract. I don't know. Based off, what you've created. It's an exciting new endeavor. It could even be a windfall of money, or you might get a contract that's worth millions. I don't know. That's for somebody here. This is pretty big for those of you who've really persevered and pushed through, and you were planting those seeds, and you kept going, and you didn't allow this devil to get the best of you, okay? So yeah, there's a fresh new start here. And again, for some of you, your finances are greatly improving. Again, there's at least one person here, and I'm looking at one. Something with the 17 here too. I don't know what that's about. They pointed that out to me. Either the 17th of this month, February, or the 17th of some month, or something with 17. 17 million? Okay. I don't know where that came from. There's a new beginning for you here. There's two new beginnings. Okay? Completely fresh start for you, Leo. Again, your finances are changing drastically. You could even be getting a new home, moving to a new place, a completely new career. All right? See, they're pointing me back to this card. Somebody, your career is changing, where it's going to involve music of some sort. Oh my God. What you're doing now, for some of you, is going to change drastically here. Especially with what you've been building, what your business is about, what you've been creating. It was all a preparation for this bigger thing that's coming. It's big. It's really big, okay? But somebody here, your career is changing. And then, again, not only your finances are changing drastically, you're moving into a new home, because this could be about a new home here, a new job opportunity. So many things are shifting here for you, Leo. They also want you to be very careful. Oh, and you're collaborating with somebody on something. See, I'm hearing it again. You're collaborating with somebody on some sort of music project. And it could very well be your divine counterpart. Synergy. See? Symphonic orchestra. Okay. Oh my God. Really, Spirit? Yeah. Perfect orchestration. Be careful with this devil, though. For those of you who are coming into these massive changes, these beautiful massive changes, this is big, guys. For some of you, it's really big. Be careful with this. The devil's going to try to come in and take it all from you. All right? Stay in your light. Stay high vibe. Be careful of these dark forces trying to infiltrate your energies, okay? This guy's lurking around because he knows what's coming towards you. And here's another thing. For those of you coming into union, there could be like a lot of strong, passionate sex. They say to be careful with getting pregnant. Or when this person comes back, be very careful not to jump into the sack that quickly. That's exactly what I was just told. Okay? Because what I'm hearing, that could sabotage something. Because some of you are going to be tested. The devil energy is a test. That's why I said the devil's trying to sabotage something. So there's something here where part of the test when you come into union with your person, Leo, is to see if you're going to go back to this distorted feminine. And just jump into it right away. Now, look, I can't tell you what to do. You have free will. If that's the case, that is up to you. But however, what I'm channeling is it's a warning. It's a big warning. This big change in your life here, Leo, comes with a warning. Okay? Be very careful. You're going to be tested to see if you're really divine feminine once you've done the work, and they don't want you to go back to this. They want you to have your person really earn their keep, is what I heard. Okay? Let this person do all of this gentlemanly, knightly stuff for you. Okay? Oh. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, so maybe some of you might actually get into a bubble bath with each other, and you're going to see if you're going to be able to wait it out, is what I just heard. Or you guys are going to be getting into this intimate, or there's something with music or something. There's like some test here. They want to show you, and they're also going to have to express to you, not just through words, but through actions. And again, there's something about a trip here. Romantic trip. They want you to make sure that they earn their keep. That they prove to you that they are serious. Okay? But what I'm seeing is Ace of Pentacles is also a brand new person. This person coming in is going to be very, very different than what they were before. But again, be careful with the sex thing. Don't jump into it first when they come see you, when they ask you out on a date or something. They have to prove to you that they have changed. All right? Oh my God. Let's see what you need to avoid. What does Leo need to avoid? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Ah. Leo, you've got a lot of cards today. What's going on? And look, what's the first card of the stack? The Tower. Four of Wands. The Judgment card. The World card. The Knight of Wands. And the Moon. Knave of Wands. Page of Wands. Okay, guys. Here we go. Those of you coming into union. All right? Yes, be careful of the sexual energies. Be careful of the sexual energies. There's going to be a big test, you guys. Big test. Okay? Knight of Wands. The shadow side of this guy. Oh, he is charming. He can be very attractive too. But he knows how to play the game. And He's very good in bed too, can be very good in bed. But sometimes he comes in, he charms the person, gets what he wants, and sometimes it's sex, and then he leaves, right? Hey, what's going on, Leo? Oh, and then all this cool stuff happens, and then you just fall head over heels. Next thing you know, you're sleeping together. Again, there's no judgments, okay? Please understand this. But God wants you to understand that sex is worship. Let's put that out there, okay? And if you know this person has been coming in and out of your life, and every time they show up again, there's either it's sexual discussion or it's actually engaging in sex. Nope. And then they leave. Nope, nope, nope. No more of that. Some of you, that's your test. Okay. There could be some strong attraction here when you guys meet up again. But you have to wait it out. That person has to earn their keep. Now, they're going to come back very chivalrous. Here's a knight right here. Very charming. They're going to sweep you off your feet. But if they try to get in your pants right away, they're not ready. Let's put it out there. If they can be this intimate with you and they're give you flowers or they open the door, they're very acting like a gentleman, barely no sexual discussion initially, they're the ones who set up the date. They're the ones who do all these things for you. They make the plans. They come pick you up. They start coming to see you instead of you going to see them. And you can have this intimacy. And let's say they come to see you at your house because this is what this guy does. All right? I said somebody's showing up at your house. This person's going to travel to your house, probably unexpectedly, because that's unexpected. And let's say you have a conversation. You allow them in your house and you talk. And no sex happens. You pass the test. The next time it happens, no sex happens, you pass the test. You see what I'm getting at with here, Leo? Some of you, your person is coming back, but as a completely different person. You're going to know. Okay? You're going to know. Tower moment. It's going to be a shock. Maybe this person's going to show up at your door out of nowhere and you'd be like, whoa, what happened? And then they're talking to you different. They show up with the chivalry stuff, right? Flowers and stuff. And maybe they even come all dressed up too. Maybe they're wearing a blue vest too, or they're wearing a blue shirt with gray slacks. Guys, if this happens, please leave it in the comments. Because I see a lot of stuff. I predict a lot of things that happen. Okay. Shows up. Surprise. Shocking event. Hey, what's going on, Leo? Here, these are for you. Maybe you get showered with gifts or something. And then they ask you on a date. Or they talk about, I channeled this. I said that there's a romantic trip here that they've been planning. And they really wanted to take you on this trip because they really want to get to know you better. Somebody's got something up their sleeve. They could also be hiding some proposal with that trip. I probably might have given it away. Maybe some of you already knew. That would be tower moment, would it not? Huge, drastic changes, okay? I said that. I said that. Things coming to light. Secrets are going to be revealed. Again, this person is completely different. Some of you, you're going to know he is no longer the person who's highly sexually charged, who comes to see you, gets their jollies, and then walks out or dashes out, okay? They might confess that to you because they know. Here's the other thing, Leo. When you have these heart-to-heart conversations with your counterpart, all of the secrets have to come out from you and from them. That's going to be another test. Because the distorted feminine, she keeps things in hiding. She's not her authentic self, and neither is her person, right? They attract that type of energy. A lot of things are going to come to the surface, okay? A lot of things are going to be illuminated, things coming out of the dark, all right? A lot of secrets are going to be revealed. But Leo, this also includes you. You can no longer hide things in the dark either. Because some of you have some things down there, deep down inside, that you haven't told your masculine about. Both of you are going to have these conversations, because that harmonious union won't fully happen until the cats are out of the bags. Apparently there's a lot of cats. And both of you don't shed light on those secrets that you've been holding. Okay? It's both of you. It's not just your person. However, your person's going to reveal some secrets, some things to you that come to light, and they're going to be shocking. All right? You're going to be in disbelief. They're probably going to tell you all these things, like the feelings for you and all this stuff. And they will talk about how they were acting the not so nice Knight of Wands here. But they've learned their lessons is what I'm hearing, because Judgment card is here. Boy, did they learn their lessons. They got their karma, and they got it pretty bad, okay? Four of Wands. Of course, everyone says that's the 1111 card. This is your counterpart. Twin flame stuff, like counterpart. I don't like using twin flame because my guides don't like it. My angels don't like it either. There's a marriage here. And I did say, when I said be careful this romantic trip, you might even get married on that trip, okay? That's for somebody. 4 days. They're looking at 4 days. Something about 4 days. Maybe the trip is 4 days. I don't know. Yeah, there's a reunion here. There's harmonious union with this card, okay? That's what this guy's coming back for. They're like, I got to go after it. Taking action. Your person's going to take that risk and say, you know what? I'm doing this. I have to have that courage and confidence. I cannot be waiting anymore. I have to go do this now. Because your person wants union too. They want to marry you. They want to have a family with you. They want to build a home. See, I talked about a home. There's a home for some of you. I wasn't kidding. Where's my ace of pentacles? This connection is going to be more balanced after you pass all those tests, okay? There's a new home for some of you here. Some of you are going to be building a home. A family, okay? Maybe this person bought you a home. Maybe that could be one of the offers. Solid, stable offer, contract, new career, new home, new everything, Leo, everything. Marriage. It's going to be a blending of family. It's going to be very harmonious, okay? Yeah, this connection is being resurrected. It's Judgment Day for both of you, because both of you have learned your life's lessons. You've gone through your awakening. Now God is bringing you to a completely different way of living with each other, again, with that joint mission that I talked about. See the trumpets there? Something with music. Both of you are coming out of the distorted masculine and feminine roles, because you are now divine feminine, divine masculine. Okay. And look, we have Judgment and then the World, the last two major arcana with regards to the hero's journey. There are some significant rewards that you're going to be given here, Leo, because you had unwavering faith in yourself and God and this connection. Your karma is going to be repaid to you maybe more than tenfold is what I'm hearing. These are fundamental, profound changes happening for you. And then there's the World. Completion. Come full circle. Leo, you've gone through the hero's journey. You've leveled up. You have achieved some tremendous success. And now you're moving to the next phase of your life with your counterpart, or whatever this is for you. Okay, take what resonates. And I see she's naked here. You know what I'm seeing with this too? When I talked about vulnerability in not being ashamed of your beauty or what you look like, or ashamed of yourself, period. That's why the world is here, because that cycle of distorted feminine is done. All right. The life that you were living is now done. It's time to close the book to the story and now start opening a new one, so you start writing new chapters in it. This is not just about ending a chapter in your life. It's closing the book to this story of your life to create a completely new book. And that will include your person. You've achieved something great here. And you're not going to be afraid of being your true, authentic self. Blonde hair, boobs and all. I will flat out say it. If you're male, then you take the boobs out and maybe you have blonde hair. I don't know. But I'm also hearing world recognition for something. Wasn't I saying that with the Three of Pentacles? We have a gazillion cards here, guys. I know you saw it. Either you're receiving this world recognition now, or your person has, or when you guys come into harmonious union and you start working your joint mission, whatever you guys are going to be working on, see, creating, you're going to be world renowned for this. That's really significant. Now, and again, this is all stemming from this message. Your person is taking this risk, and there's going to be very good news. There's very exciting, passionate message here. Your person is communicating in a way they've never communicated before. It's going to shock you. It's going to shock you. Others of you, you already know what this is. Someone who's immature, okay? They're still thinking with their pants, and it could be a female too. We're not going to put this on the guys, okay? Somebody keeps thinking with their pants. Very highly, this is super high sexual energy. All they want is sex, okay? That's it, that's it, that's it. That's why the devil's here. Be careful with that. Some of you, you got to move away from this. See, devil's right there. Somebody's got an obsession. They're addicted to sex, okay? I'm going to flat out say it. It happens. It happens, okay? You cannot avoid this any longer. Some of you are trying to avoid the inevitable. You know you need to get away from this person. You're not compatible if the sex is awesome, okay? You're not. I have to flat out say it. You think there's a connection there, but if this person keeps coming in and out of your life, what kind of connection is that? They can't be around. They can't be emotionally available. Nope. This has got to go. You got to stop resisting here. Nope. God's like, I keep bringing you tower moments, Leo, and you keep trying to avoid them. Pretend that they're not happening. See? Dude. When I talk about thinking with their pants, that's all they think about. Okay? Their decision making is based on the other head. I'm just going to flat out say it. All right? There's super high sexual energy here. No, it's an obsession. It's like, all of these cards? I've never seen so much sexual energy in my life in a reading, Leo. Nope. No, 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 no. There's an imbalance here. This is not a union. It's not even a sexual union, okay? That's not what this is. This is based off some sort of fantasy. We saw Seven of Cups. See? Based off some sort of fantasy. Stop fantasizing. Stop imagining things. This is an illusion here. You're not that compatible with this person because of the sex, guys. I had to put it out there. I had to put it out there. You're not learning your karmic lessons. Okay? You're not learning your karmic lessons. You're indecisive. You're avoiding the situation. You're supposed to be focusing on your self-growth, your awakening process here, your ascension process, your mission. You need to be focusing on your mission. For some of you, You're still engaging in this activity with this person because you're afraid to walk away. See, the illusions, the uncertainties, the fears. You can't be dealing with somebody who this is all they think about here. They only come to you for sex, Leo. I have to be honest here. And a lot of the feminines deal with masculines who are like that, okay? But you got to stop with that. There's somebody, you deserve this, okay? You deserve this. Understood? All my cards are falling all over the place. True compatibility and true intimacy, and this, the Knight. Not the Knight of Wands in the shadow side, okay? The Knight of Wands that is actually true chivalry, all right? Get away from this. You keep repeating the same karmic patterns. You're not learning your karmic lessons. You're unwilling to do the work. Stop giving yourself away to people who are not respecting you. Okay? That's distorted feminine energy. You got to start listening to your intuition. Leo, I know I've been through this already. When I did listen to my intuition, I kept getting tower moments. And I wasn't listening to them until I finally got the ultimate tower moment of all. And I finally woke up. You guys need to wake up. You need to heed the call. Because you know this connection is not fruitful. It's not harmonious. It is not the true Four of Wands. Okay? Stop deceiving yourself. You're stuck in these illusions. Okay? As to what the Four of Wands is. Nope. Crap. I was going to say something. Where's the World card? Delay tactics. What's going on with this? Taking shortcuts? Trying to think that you can't, that you don't have to do the inner work, that you don't have to build something for yourself, and you don't have to be independent with regards to a divine counterpart connection? No. That's a requirement. You have to be focusing on your dharma and fulfilling your life's purpose before you can come into harmonious union with your counterpart. That cannot be avoided. It's in the contract. So you gotta stop taking shortcuts. You gotta stop being stagnant and stop with the delay tactics here. You're gonna keep getting tower moments. It's like this person comes in. Maybe you're separated and this person comes in. Oh, hey, Leo. What's going on? The same behavior. Either you both engage in sexual activity again, or the conversation's just about sex, and it's like you keep entertaining it. It's got to stop. You got to close out this cycle. Again, you keep repeating your karma. You keep getting your karma because you're not learning from this. This is the time to put an end to this. It's a time to put an end to this. Oh, they just told me something else because they said, Jess, there's something with travel. As I talked about, this is a traveler. This is travel. This is travel. Some of you may be going off to some exotic location. Could be Bora Bora, could be Fiji on a private jet, could be some island somewhere. There's like some world travel. Whatever this romantic trip is, it's not going to be in the States. If you're in the States, if you are in Europe, it's not going to be in Europe, something like that, okay? That's what I'm hearing. This romantic trip, it's going to be somewhere else. For some of you, some other part of the world. Others of you, it's not going to be where you are right now, most likely. There's something about like miles away is what I'm hearing, because the world card, that's distance, right? It's the world. It's far off. Oh, okay. Holy cannoli. Did I do? See, I lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh. You know what didn't change? The bottom of the deck didn't change, guys. Stop with the illusions and the addictions and deceiving yourself. The fantasy about this twin flame stuff, okay? It's got to stop. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. It involves you living your dharma. I have proof. There's a picture that I took when I asked the question, what is it going to require for me to come into union with my counterpart? I got the dharma card. I was like, oh, okay. So I have to fulfill my life's purpose. And that's exactly what they said. And you cannot be this. I could not be this anymore either. I had to become full divine feminine. And that was not an easy feat. That's why they told me to teach this class, so that I could help others get there a little faster than what I did. And I didn't have any help. I did it all on my own. The only help I had was from my guides, but that's how it was ordained for me, that I had to do it that way. They wanted me to do it that way. Okay, let's see what your overall, oh my gosh, I'm losing myself. Well, my nose got better. Let's see what your guidance is for this week. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians, please reveal to us for our highest good. The rose quartz. Open up your heart. Rose quartz helps with healing, and it helps you to understand what unconditional love is. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Iolite, shift your money mindset. Okay. Some of you could be a money thing. Addiction to money. Rose quartz. Open up your heart. Remember your first love? It should be you. Embrace radical unconditional love. This will help guide you to a place of understanding, patience, and joy when you can then share with others, which you can then share with others. By embracing unconditional love for yourself, you open your heart to receiving the kind of love you need and deserve from others. So go ahead, fall head over heels in love with yourself. Only then will you be able to express that level of true love with that special someone. What would it look like to show yourself unconditional love? What do you love about yourself? Your affirmation is, I am love. Today, stand in front of a mirror, look yourself in the eyes, and say, I love you 3 times. See, some of you are trying to feel validated with someone who's just not compatible with you right now, who's not treating you like a lady, okay? But that's because some of you, there's a lack of self-worth, and that's okay. This is all part of the process. I've been there, all right? But you have to love yourself first. And you have to also, it's unconditionally loving yourself and others, to include the person who's doing this. And that's going to be hard for some people. But when you can unconditionally love that person, because that person that you're dealing with is also distorted, like attracts like. Distorted feminines attract distorted masculines. All right? But when you unconditionally love that person, that's when all of this amazing stuff happens, with the millionaire stuff and the world recognition and the fame or whatever it is that you're seeking. The true love is drawn to you when you understand what unconditional love really is, and you are loving yourself, that you are not seeking love outside of yourself, or seeking to feel beautiful or intelligent or whatever by somebody else who is just coming in to get what they want and then leaving. Okay? You could have that strong chemistry there. I said it. You don't have that true deep connection, and you guys aren't really spiritually compatible. That's not a healthy relationship. It will definitely not build a foundation for anything but a failed relationship, a pretty unpleasant one, unfulfilling. That's why some of you have to focus on yourselves. Shift your money mindset. Money might make the world go round, but it shouldn't have you running in circles. It's important to view your cup as half full instead of half empty to maintain a healthy perspective. When you shift your attention from what you don't have to appreciating what you do, you attract more of what you desire into your life. Embrace a feeling of enoughness and know that whether or not you have everything you want, you definitely have everything you need. Bring more awareness to your internal state and challenge yourself to express gratitude for where you are and what you have right now. Instead of chasing money and material items, chase happiness and satisfaction with your life as it is currently. You will soon see that your cup runneth over. Are you a conscious spender? Do you buy what you want or what you need? What would make you content with your financial situation? Your affirmation is, I live in a state of abundance. Today, express appreciation for all that you have. Yeah, see, when you're seeking, when you don't feel like you're enough and you have the void and you're trying to fill that void through someone else or something material, you're never going to fill what you feel you're lacking. Be grateful for what you have. If you're chasing money, that's going to be a never-ending chase, okay? Be grateful for the body you have, the person you are, for the talents that you have, okay? There are other things more important right now than you being in a relationship, okay? And if you don't have love in your life, stop chasing it. It's what I did. Especially if you were female. Females don't chase. The males are supposed to chase us. Okay? That is the role of the divine masculine. Let them chase us. Okay? Let's see what this full moon in Leo is bringing you. It's in your sign, Leos. I believe it's also going to be by the star Regulus. And as I said, Venus is conjuncting Mars at 16 degrees of Capricorn that day. That's the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So there's romance in the air for some of you if you've done the work. It's a possibility that a lot of unions are going to be occurring on this February 16th or around that time. I did say 17 when I said that number out loud. Maybe it could be right after the 17th. Who knows? But remember, it's all in divine timing. But there's something with that transit that's going to kick off these unions. All right, what is the full moon in Leo bringing Leo? Please and thank you. It's like a fresh new start. Everything new is beginning for some of you who've really persevered and planted those seeds and done some tremendous work, okay? New start is coming. Oh, I had a feeling this guy, I knew a Libra card was going to come out. A win-win outcome is forecast, Leo. Full moon in Libra. Let's put that there. Bottom of the deck is be bold and make the first move, Cardinal Moon. I always read these cards. Okay, Cardinal Moon. Now is the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters into your own hands. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They're determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card strongly suggests that you're going to need to be all those things to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something. If you're worrying about a situation, it is a suggestion to be less passive. Instead, take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way to step up as a leader. I am taking charge of my destiny. Be bold and follow your heart and your emotions. Avoid recklessness or moving too fast. That's the energy of the Knight of Wands in the shadow side. Come into your power. The time for action is now. Ask Ganesha, the Hindu elephant god, for help. All right. And since, you know, the cardinal signs, they're the natural leaders here. It's a sign that something new is starting and you quite possibly need to take the lead on it. Whatever hit you got there, Leo, trust in that. That's your message. I won't talk anymore about that, but I will say, for those of you who are dealing with a relationship with this person, just keeps coming at you either with sexual messages or, you know, they just want sex all the time, you're going to have to step up. You're going to have to step up. That is the Judgment card in the reverse. And we got the Judgment card in the avoid position. Okay? It's time to step up your game here, Leo. Okay? I mean, some of you need to tell this person, I'm not dealing with this behavior. Grow some cojones and be like, that's Knight of Wands and Page of Wands energy. Take that risk. It is to have that confidence and courage. Just be bold and be brave. That's you, Leo. That's you. You're going to have to say something. Okay? And know that a win-win outcome is forecast. The others of you, I'm getting this is the energy of your person. They're going to be bold and making the first move. That's what I got. If you're the Divine Feminine, do not do anything. That's what I'm being told. Let the person come to you. That's why I said we don't chase. Let them come to you. All right? This message is not for those who are ready to Divine Feminine. They're going to come to you. All right? That's their job. Let's look at full moon in Libra. Aries actually got this card at the bottom of the deck. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love, and closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a reason and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card can also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Let go of that which is falling away. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. That's what I was saying. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Now is a great time for a makeover. This full moon in Libra encourages you to find a balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon brings things to a peak. Dramas and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. Libra energy also brings love energy. Negotiations are easier. Alrighty. Okay, Leo, we're now going to do your love stuff. Let's see. I love this Lover's Oracle deck. It's just a challenge to shuffle. I just peeked that Sacred Union there. All right. Let's see. What can you tell us about Leo's love situation? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians. Please and thank you. Oh my God. What did I say earlier? Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. I said this. For those of you who are ready for this, it's not just sacred union, it's also sexual union, because you are going to be, you already understand this. Honoring the place in one another where you are one eternal soul. Okay? You found true bliss within yourselves, and now you're ready for this. Okay? Others of you, this is understanding that this is what a true sexual union is. You don't come into union with someone just by having the sex, period, especially if someone's just coming in and out of your life. That sounds kind of suggestive. I'll leave it at that. But you see, those of you who now understand this, that sex is worship, you will have this sexual union about the eternal souls. Others of you, you need to understand this more. Okay? Oh my God. Look, it's at the bottom of the deck, guys. It's the Twin Flame card. Your passion ignites. Okay. Okay. What did I say? All right. See, when I talked about the strong sexual energy, those of you who are dealing with somebody where there's no true soul connection there, that you need to leave, the others of you, you guys have insane chemistry together. But your lights are shining so brightly, it's because you're vibrating at that violet flame frequency that the sex you guys are going to be having is going to go beyond time, space, and everything in between. With the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands and the Devil, there's a lot of passion for each other. But the love for each other is that strong too, that it's also magnifying the passion between you two to the point where, like, you guys know there's going to be true bliss when you actually come into the sexual union after coming with the sacred union. Now, again, I am going to warn you where be careful not to jump back into just having sex with your counterpart like what was happening before, if that part resonates with you, right? Or the sexual activity or the messages, okay? Let them prove to you. Let them show you that they're serious, that they've changed. Watch their actions, their words too. Again? Oh my God, I know why. That message is for me too. I have to be careful of that too. Because when you come together, and you pretty really know this if you've met your person, there's a really strong sexual energy there. And now that you guys have fully ascended, because you're vibrating so high, that sexual energy is going to be completely magnified, okay? But be careful, feminines, not to go back into doing the same thing. Let them do the chivalrous stuff. Let them wine and dine you. Let them take you on that trip. Let them show you that they mean business. Let them earn their keep, okay? And yeah, this is a twin flame thing for sure. For sure. The others of you who need to get away from your person who's acting like this, and I talked about a lot of divine masculines act in that, oh my God, in that behavior. You do not tolerate that. You need to focus on yourself and know your worth, okay? Look what's underneath this. When I talk about the passion, you can't make it up, guys. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Oh my God. Leo. Leo. You're going to be engaging in some tantric sex too. This is so funny. This is turning into a freaking love reading. But hey, it is what it is. God wanted me. I do what God, my angels tell me. God, everybody. All right. Somebody might get pregnant here, okay? Because we do have birth cards. And we have the Ace of Wands, which is a very phallic card, okay? We have a lot of fire energy here, actually. Oh my gosh, Leo. This is going to be an incredibly insane union here. That's why I said, you know, if you guys get married while on the trip or something, and then you could get pregnant on that trip, is what I just heard. Okay, that's for somebody here. That's for somebody. Okay, Leo. Well, that the passion is just too intense, guys. And those of you where your person is not committing to you and they're just coming to you for that sex alone and not anything else, nope, nope, and nope. Okay. You probably need to look up what this truly means. All right. Oh my God. What's at the top here? Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Are soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Oh my God. Oh my God. There we have it. All right, Leo. If you're interested in that reintegrating the divine feminine class that I have available, please check out the description box below. I have a link straight to the page that takes you to all 3 sessions. They will occur on February 13th, the 20th, and the 27th, 2022. You have any questions about that class, please feel free to send me an email. If you would like to if you would like to, I'm thinking birth. Somebody is going to get pregnant. Oh my God. If you would like to book a personal reading with me or a coaching session, check out the description box for information on that, or hop on over to capellawellness.com. Check out my Capella service suite there. I have light counterpart readings underneath the light counterpart category. I have personalized readings, which include my special love readings for the month of February and other stuff. My live coaching is underneath there for that category. Any questions you have at all about this reading, about the class, that class is really going to help you really understand what the true divine feminine is, how to reintegrate with that energy, to embody it, and to fully live it, okay? There's an 8-step process that I'm going to share with those who sign up for that class. So I highly recommend, because some of you are distorted feminine at this time, I highly recommend that you sign up for that class. Of course, it's if you're drawn to it, right? I cannot force you, but I am offering that class. Any questions at all? My email address is in the description box, or if you go to capellawellness.com, there's plenty of places for you to contact me. All right? Okay, Leo, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.